Hi. So today we will see how to generate YouTube titles using Python and OpenAI. First, we will generate the Python code in ChatGPT and then use that in Visual Studio Code. Then we will integrate everything and see how we can generate that. So for that, we will write a prompt. Write a Python script to generate 10 unique YouTube titles using OpenAI API. Take topic as input from the user. Generate compelling and engaging title. Okay, so this is the prompt we will give. Let's see what code it generates. So it takes the prompt and then first it is planning what it has to do. So it's writing that here is a Python script that takes a topic as input from the user and then generates 10 unique compelling YouTube titles using OpenAI's API. So here if you see, it is written a method here which has a prompt. It generates 10 unique, compelling and engaging YouTube video titles for a video about the topic which we provided. So make sure the titles are optimized for high engagement and curiosity. So it is this is the method where it is calling OpenAI API. So it's using the GPT-4 model and then it is setting the roles for the system and the user and passing the prompt. So whatever prompt it generated, like whatever we requested, it's passing here to the OpenAI. And then the max tokens is 200, it's passing. So this is the API configuration it is doing. And once we get the response from OpenAI, it splits all the titles and then puts it in a list here. This is the list what it is passing to the calling function. So from the main method here, it is calling the function with the topic it received from the user. And then whatever title it got generated, it is just displaying it here. So this is a simple code what we have. So let's take this code and then put it in Visual Studio Code here. So we'll create something like title generator py. Okay, and then this code here. Configure OpenAI API keys. So here it is given, I'll close this thing. So here it is giving us like how to configure this keys here. So we'll just take this thing and then put it here first. So take this here. It's okay. So we have the keys here now. And this is configured. Now for writing in a Python, so what we can do is we will take this thing. This is what we have. We have to create a .env file and then we can put the keys here. So I will put my keys here and then we can connect. Okay, so I have put my keys there in the .env file. So it's going to load this API key and then have it here. And based on this API key, it's going to connect. Okay, so now let's run and see how it works. So we'll give a sample title agents. So it's saying that OpenAI is not installed properly, something. So now we can see that OpenAI is not configured properly. I think it's not, the interpreter is not configured, I think. So let's go to ChatGPT and then ask what is this about. So it's saying that the latest version package uses a new interface. Here is the fix you can do. So it's asking to do this. Let's try this. So it's asking to create this thing. Let's create it. It's creating an environment. And then what it is saying, it's asking to modify the code. Chat completes. So it's asking to change the code here. Okay, so what it has changed is it has, instead of OpenAI directly, it is using OpenAI.OpenAI. I don't know what is the difference here, but something it has changed. I think they have changed the API's configuration. So it is updating based on that. So now let's see how it works now. So when we run this program, so we're getting an error saying that so it is still not able to access the OpenAI API key. Actually, the issue what we are having is it is not able to find the API keys here. So I think it is not loading the keys properly. I think it should call this method first. And then it should import this method from here. This needs to be installed. So we need to install this thing first. So it's installed now. Let's try it. So now if you see, it is generating YouTube titles. So the first one is Unleashing the Power of AI, step-by-step guide on AI agents. The future is now, discover innovative AI agents. So it's like that. It has generated 10 titles which are unique and it is compelling and engaging. So it has matched all this criteria and then it has generated the YouTube titles here. The issue is it is having this 1, 2, 3 thing. Let's see what is the code. So I think we can remove this. This is not required because ChatGPT is already doing that. Let's rerun this code. Yeah, so now it has removed that numbers and it has given properly. So I think, okay, so it has, so what it has done is, what we have done here is, so here first we have loaded the API keys from the .env file. And once we load the keys, so what we are, sorry. So in this method, we are writing a prompt which will generate unique titles for the topic which a user gives. It's taking that prompt and then passing it to the OpenAI API. And whatever response it gets, so that response, it is just returning to the console here. So this is what this method is doing here. Now let's see how we can generate for this. So we'll go to OpenAI, let's take this code, let's put it here. Then we'll say generate by for this code, Python code 5. So we will generate a UI for this. Okay, so it has a generated UI and both the things here. So if you see here, all this are UI setup has put. So it is having this title, geometry, label. Let's see how it looks now. I've generated. So this is the way. This is the API it has used. Library it has used to generate this UI thing. So let's see now. Let's copy it. Let's take it here. Let's run this code and see what happens. Okay, so now it has opened the UI here. Let's give the thing here and then see what it is doing. Okay, I think we need to remove this thing here again. Let's run it again. We will give, this time we will give something like SAS. Okay, let's generate some titles for this. So here it has given all the 10 titles for the SAS. So unlock the power of SAS, transforming business with SAS, and navigating the SAS world. So it has created unique topics. Actually, we don't need this kind of UI. Let's generate something with a web-based UI. So generate a web-based UI. Okay. So now it has used Flask web application to generate web-based UI. Let's take this code and then let's see what it is doing. Okay, so let's see how it is coming. So it's saying it is running on this local host and port. Let's see. It's not running. Let's take it. It's template not found. Something is coming. So let's take it to ChatGPT, put it here. Ask for what is the issue. Because it cannot find the index.html. To fix this, we need to add index.html to the templates folder. Create a templates folder inside your project directory. Create index.html. Okay. Didn't give. Okay. So let's create a folder here with templates and then create a file here. Index.html. It's the file here. Copy this, put it here. Let's run the code now. Here. Okay, let's run the code now. Okay, let's click this now. Okay, so now it has created a web application. It is giving a title here. What is the title of this application, and giving an input text box here to input the topic. So let's give something like, let's give a agents here. Let's see what it is trying. So it has generated all the topics here in the web page here. Okay, so this is how we can generate the YouTube titles using Python and then OpenAI code. So what we have seen as of now is how to generate the Python code using ChatGPT, and then how to use the code here in Visual Studio Code. And then we have seen a backend code where it just prints on the console here, or whatever title just gets generated, it's just printing here. And we have also seen like how to write a UI. So both a web-based and then an application-based UI, how we can generate that. So here in this thing, it has used Flask to generate that. Let's stop this. If you like this video, please let me know. Or if there is any other method you use to create codes using OpenAI, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, thank you.